learn writing skills. Yeah? Writing skills. But the lesson starts with what? Reading. Okay, very good. So here we can say that receptive skills serve the productive skills. If I would like to teach writing, I can start with a sample. I can start with reading. And the reading skill serves the productive skill, which is writing. Now, students are going to write what? There are three paragraphs about what?
Jobs.
About jobs. Great. So jobs. Which means that students are going to write about what?
Jobs.
Maybe their favorite job. Write about your future job, favorite job, etc. Students have got no ideas, no vocab, etc. It's better to start with product writing. So this is product writing and not process writing. Okay. So they are going to read the 3 paragraphs about each job, and of course they have to read for what? For a purpose. They should read for a purpose. Look here. Read the article. Who do you think says this? Write the name of the person. How many people there? 3. How many jobs? 3 jobs. 3 jobs. So everyone will talk about his or her favorite job. Good. Sometimes I work a lot. This year I'm helping with the soccer team. I'm not always happy about my decisions. Okay. Great. Now we give students some time to read the 3 paragraphs about the 3 jobs. Why? To get ideas. To get ideas and to answer questions. Then we can start with the first step. Remember the first stage?
Yeah,
It's a brainstorming. Brainstorming. Good. We can start like this with a word map or a mind map. Okay. We can start with this one. My favorite job. Okay. And students just think about ideas. Okay. For example, and you ask them to write. My favorite job is teacher. To be a teacher. To be a teacher. To be a doctor.
Lawyer.
Pilot. So to be a lawyer. Good. Nurse. And they just write. Okay. Waiter. Why not? Okay. Good. Engineer. Try to have big dreams then.
Yeah.
Astronaut. Etc. Now, it's brainstorming. They think about their favorite jobs. I would like to be a teacher, a doctor, etc. Now, we move to the second. So, brainstorming now, number 2 is planning. And here, we would like students to give causes and examples. Okay. Why? Okay. For example, yes.
I want to be an example because.
Okay. Give me a cause or causes and examples. So, students will try to organize. I want to be a teacher because it is a noble job. Give an example. You teach people. Okay. So, for example, yeah, it is a noble job. We help.
You help people.
People, okay. Good. You can ask them to write how many causes? Maybe 2. They are beginners, 2 or 3, okay. So number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And how many examples? 1, 2, 3. Etc. Now, they have got the ideas. They are just brainstorming. Now we organize causes and examples. Great. Now they have good sentences here, yes or no?
Yes.
What they need then? Thank you. Connectors. They need linking words. Okay. So, connectors. And here, as a teacher, you can give them a model. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a teacher because we're different. Why? Because I've got visual learners. I've got visual learners. Because it is an interesting job. Okay. So you can start with because, and then you give them some causes, linking words from causes. You can give them how many? 2 or 3, because they are beginners. So, because, since, and as. You can just say they are beginners. I want to be a doctor because it's
beneficial.
it's money.
Because you
It's a good
save,
salary.
you
You
save
save,
people.
you save people, okay, and you save your pocket.
Liberal job.
Is that?
Liberal job.
Okay, good. So the most important you give reasons, but the linking word is only about causes. It's also about
Examples.
examples. So give them again some examples. Okay, like what? Linking words.
For example.
For example,
For instance.
Yeah. For example,
such as
very good.
For instance,
And such. Yes, that's it. Don't bombard them with many, like a linking word. Because, since, as. For example, for instance, such as. Push the context, give them a sense. For example, it is a noble job. For example, it's very interesting, etc. Great. Brainstorming, planning, connecting ideas. Now it's time to
write.
to write what?
First
draft.
First draft. Perfect. It's time to write the first draft. Now, my question for the first draft, they are going to write a paragraph. They are beginners. A small paragraph. My favorite job is, and now it's easy for them. Why? Because in the beginning we provided with the paragraphs about the 3 jobs. So they can select, they can get some ideas from there. Now, the first draft, the focus, is it on fluency or accuracy? The first on fluency. We don't care about mistakes, just write. And students here, they will write. But here they write 1, 2, 3, 4, they finish. And here 4, 5, great. Now they finish the paragraph. Is this work, they will work alone or in pairs or in groups? It's up to you. It's up to you. You can decide. Great. Now they completed the first draft. We can move to editing and revising. They can edit, they can change, they can modify. Okay. So number 4, editing and revising. And here the focus is fluency or accuracy?
Accuracy.
Good. But it would be better to tell them to focus only on some, like grammar mistakes, punctuation, capitalizing. Tell them that today I'm going to focus only on 3. Capitalization, grammar, punctuation. That's it. And don't correct other mistakes because learning is a process. Wonderful. Now, and it would be better to have them correct each other. We call peer editing. Okay. Good. Now, can we have another draft?
yes.
Maybe, yeah, we can have second draft.
Yes.
second draft. Okay. At the end, they should submit their writing. But before they submit, they have to proofread. Again, they have to correct. Grammar must be correct. Vocab must be correct. Spelling must be correct. And once they correct, the last stage is the final draft. And as you see, now we are teaching writing, mixing the two. Writing as a product and writing as a process. Can you explain how it's a product writing? How?
Once you give them the checks.
Great. So this is the text. It is product. But once I move from one stage to another, it is a process. And that's why students, find writing difficult, because we think that writing is only about thinking about ideas, is only about writing ideas. No. Writing is about the organization. Writing is about punctuation. Writing is about the first draft, the second draft. Writing is about connectors. So all these things we include. Okay. Now, can you remind me of the writing sub-skills? Remember? Punctuating correctly. Proofreading.
Planning.
Forming letters. Sub-skills. Planning. Paragraphing. Linking.
Using the appropriate layout.
Wonderful. Great. Now look here. We are going to teach this lesson about your favorite job. And since you are teaching beginners, it would be better to start with a product writing. We give them a sample to read, job idea. Now students have got many ideas when we start writing. But we would like to teach writing communicatively. There's a very interesting activity here, which is, now in pairs, you're looking for a job. Which of these things do you want in a job? First, answer the questions, then ask your partner the same questions. And look here, number one. Do you want to talk to people? Yes or no? So me. If you say yes, maybe you would like to be a teacher. If you say no, maybe you would like to be
An
engineer. Maybe, okay. Great. Can we do number one? Do you want to talk to people?
Yeah.
Raise your hand.
It is a comparison between the two people or in general?
Yeah, let's do it in general, but basically it's about the church. Good. So, do you want to talk to people?
Yes.
Yes. Raise your hand, which is yes. Talk at your people. Do you want to help?
Yes.
Great. But now, I would like you to compare the two pictures. Look at number one, work from 9 to 5.
Wow.
So much
Stress.
yeah, time and work. Okay. And number two is out. Outdoor. Okay. Good. I would like to give you 5 minutes with your partner. You start with yourself. Then you ask your partner and you write yes and no. Less than 5 minutes. Work with a partner. Good. Now can you compare with the person next to you? Try. Quickly. You're done to compare? What is this in English? Let's go. Can you compare these?
Yes.
You are done with Yes, please. Thank you. All right. Give me what? Give me 5 magic hand. Wonderful. Now my question. It's an activity survey. Is this the free writing or the while writing? Free writing. Good job. The free writing. We would like our learners to get more ideas, more vocab words about jobs. Interesting, help people, and engage them as well. So soon we'll get more ideas, more words about the topic, which is my favorite job. Great. And look here, then it's time to write the first draft. Look, and they started with a model. I want to be a musician because, look, because, what is because? Linking. Yeah, another sub-skill, linking, or linking word. Because I want to work at home. We can write only 3 or 4 sentences. This is writing for beginners. Okay. And look at pictures for visual learners. We have them to learn, to acquire new vocab. Look, work at home, perform in front of people, travel, etc. So they can write 1, 2, 3 sentences, or they can write a very short paragraph. And they can use these, one of the connections, because, for example, or because such as. Okay. And then you can ask them to exchange. Now, let me move on to the while writing, the first draft. Play the role of a beginner. A beginner, the first time to start to learn English, maybe 1 month or 2 months. I would like you to write 3 sentences. My favorite job, or I want to be a because. Number 2, I want to be a because. Write 3 times, 3 sentences. Less than 2 minutes. Let me do it. And play the role of the beginner. Yes, please. You write 3 sentences. And once students write, the teacher's job is to do what? Monitor. To monitor. You monitor here, okay. Because some students may need help, and some we have to push them to be on task. Okay. Great. 3 sentences, right.
I wish you the best.
Big words like leadership. Do you want
just beginners? Yes. Great. Now, this is the first draft. I want to be a doctor because. I want to be a teacher because. Now, the first draft, now it's revising or editing. I'm going to ask my students to switch or to exchange their writing. Can you please give your writing to your colleague and you to your friend? Can you switch, swap, exchange? I would like you to focus on this one. Yes, please. Focus if there are linking words. There are linking words or not. Underline the linking words. And number 2, if there is capitalization and punctuation mistakes. You can underline if there is a problem with capitalization or punctuation. C and P. You have less than 5 minutes. Yes, please. Wonderful, yes, thank you. That's it. Now, this is editing. And it's good to opt for peer editing. Students help each other. Okay. And they learn from each other. Great. Now, yes, please, 1 second. The next stage is they may write again. We call the second draft. Yeah, they may write second draft and then proof reading. And proofreading, the focus is on yes, grammar must be correct, punctuation, capitalization. And at the end is the final draft. Can someone present his final or her final draft? Yeah, and play the role of a beginner. How many sentences you should write? Three paragraphs. Yes, please. 1 second. Listen to your colleagues.
I want to be a police officer because I want to protect people. And the other one is I want to be a leader because I want to bring the best people.
Okay, good, nice. So for beginners, thank you. Another final draft. Yeah.
I want to be a businessman and deal with many projects. We can do many projects to get a lot of money and become an important person in my society.
It's not a beginner, it's an advanced person. I would learn to Yes.
I want to be a motivational speaker because I like to speak a lot. And I want to be a motivational also speaker because I like traveling.
Good, that's nice. Traveling. Yes.
I want to be an entrepreneur because there is flexibility. I want to be a zoologist because I like animals, and I want to be a writer because I love writing.
You love writing. That's good. Yeah.
I want to be a journalist because I want to discover the world. I want to be a pilot because I want to travel. And I want to be a chef because I want to make people full.
Wonderful. And sometimes, if you have time, you may ask one of the learners to write his or her writing on the board, and then we can correct together, okay, etc. So these are the steps of writing. We have the pre, while, and the post. The pre writing, what do we have? Brainstorming, planning. The while, we have the first draft, editing, sometimes even connectors, and at the end we have the proofreading and the final draft. Thank you. Now I would like to give the floor to Amel. Are we ready? Amel? Sure. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. It's gonna be a demo lesson about writing. Okay. Thank you. Yeah,